What does ish mean and how to use it? Well, I have to warn you that it is quite informal. So ish means around, to some extent, or kind of. Now there are two ways in which we can use it. We can either use it as a suffix. For instance, how old is she? 30-ish. What's the table's color? Blackish. Or we can use it as a word on its own. For instance, was the test hard? Ish. Do you guys get confused between these two words? Well, here's the deal. First, let's focus on the pronunciation. Loose with two O's is pronounced with the sound S at the end, and lose with one O is pronounced with the sound Z at the end. These are minimal pairs as only the last phoneme differs in both of them. Loose is an adjective. It means not tight, whereas lose is a verb. It means not being able to find something. So an instant would be, I have to be careful so that I don't lose my loose watch. So many people get confused between these two words, brought and bought. What's the difference? Let's see. Brought is the past tense of the verb to bring. For instance, I brought these fresh apples for you to eat. And bought is the past tense of the verb to buy. For instance, I went to the grocery store and bought some fresh apples this morning. Understanding this will make it so easier for you to use them. How to pronounce these two words? Focus on the second letter of the word. The singular form is written with the letter O but pronounced with the letter U. Woman, woman. However, the plural form is also written with the letter O, but pronounced with the letter I. Women, women. What do you call this in English? Well, it depends on the situation. Period or full stop is used at the end of a sentence. For instance, I love chocolate period or I love chocolate full stop. Point is used in numbers. For instance, 9.5. Often known as the decimal point in math. Dot is used in a website or in an email. For instance, www.nameofthewebsite.com and a username @gmail.com. Mother's Day special. What's the difference between mothers, mothers, and mothers? By the way, they're all pronounced the same way, mothers. Mothers with no apostrophe is the plural form of mother, whereas mothers and mothers with apostrophes are the possessive forms of mother. However, if the apostrophe comes before the letter S, then it is considered the singular possessive form, which means it is only referring to one mother. And if the apostrophe comes after the letter S, then it is considered the plural possessive form, which means it is referring to all the mothers. For instance, Happy Mother's Day to my precious mom, and Happy Mother's Day to all dear mothers on this earth. Z or Z? Both are correct, but the only difference is Z is the American way of pronouncing the letter, whereas Z is the British way of pronouncing the letter. Also, people in most English-speaking countries such as Australia or Canada often pronounce this letter as Z. Even here in India where I live, people pronounce this letter as Z. Subscribe for more.